guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a holiday glam look. You can wear this to Black Friday, Christmas, or any friends event that you have from here on to, I guess, New Year's. You can wear this look to. This is the first day that I'm actually like 95% well. I've been sick for the past week, so if I do still sound a little bit stuffy, that's why. So if you would like to see how to get this makeup look, then just keep on watching. So I'm sick, so I have dry skin on my nose. I promise you it's not boogers. But if you see it throughout this video, it's dry skin. Anyway, so we're going to start with our face makeup, and I'm going to prime with the Fenty Beauty primer. And I'm just going to take a few pumps on my fingers and just apply this all over my face. And you can see that I have a little bit of acne on my forehead. It's from dust and it itches. It itched a lot worse before today. Like it's been there for a few days. All right, and then for foundation, I'm using the Koh Gen Do Aqua foundation in the shade 301. And I shook it up, but I'm just shaking it up again. And I'm going to put it just 3 drops on my Sigma F88 and just apply this all over my skin. Okay, so now we're going to move on to concealer. And I've been using the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer in the shade Medium Dark Neutral. And I've been using this just to highlight and conceal like I would normally do with my Tarte Shape Tape. And I just apply this in the same areas. One difference that I noticed is that this is just a hair thicker and a little bit really spreads. So even though it kind of feels like not a lot of product is getting on the applicator, I'm spreading it to the point to where it looks like a lot of concealer. So I really like that. You really don't have to dip back in, but maybe once, because I dipped back in once, but it totally depends on how much concealer you use. But yeah, so I'm just going to blend that in. As far as the finish of it, I find that it kind of performs the same way as the Tarte Shape Tape, so it doesn't crease super bad, but because it is just a little bit more creamy, it's not as thin. Once you blend it out, it's a little bit more creamy, so you do want to make sure you set it. But as far as the wear time throughout the day, I think it's a pretty good wear time. It lasts a little bit longer than the concealers that don't claim to be long wearing, so meaning that I don't get super oily as quick, like right next to my nose or on my nose, because of the placement of this concealer. So far so good, and I like the color of it. So if you're close to my skin tone and if you're looking to get this concealer when it comes out and you want it to be more of a highlighting concealer, then I would recommend Medium Dark Neutral. It's not too light, it's pretty much perfect. So next I'm going to contour using the NUDESTIX sculpting pencil, and I use the shade Medium Dark 4. And one side is actually a cream highlight, and then this is the contour, but I mostly use the contour. And I'm just going to apply it in the hollows of my cheek and a little bit on my forehead. My brush that I usually use is drying right now, so I'm going to use the Sigma F79 brush and just blend up that contour. And you definitely don't want to blend low. Every one of your swipes need to go towards the sky, because the lower it gets, the more it's gonna look like my face is round, but if I keep it up, it narrows out my face. Now with my BenNye Luxury powder, it's just in a different container. I'm going to set all of the places that I applied that concealer. So this is really kind of my new face routine. So this is why I'm using contour shades that are ashier than what I would normally use. Well, normally I use bronzers, but I'm using ashier contour shades. And so for my contour powder to kind of set that contour cream in place, I'm using the Smashbox Medium Dark Contour Palette, and I'm using this shade right here. And I'm taking it on a large duo fiber brush because I want to make sure that I'm getting a light wash of this color and not super pigmented. So normally for my bronzers, I go in with a stiff brush kind of like this. It could be large, it could be smaller even. So you could take something like this, and it's super dense, so it gets the color on, it kind of packs it on, and that's how I pretty much like to wear my bronzers. But when I'm going for more contour shades, I want something that's more flimsy. So when I'm working with this brush, it's super soft. I mean, it is dense, but it bends a lot easier. Like I'm not putting too much pressure and the hairs of the brush are moving. So I just really like this when I'm using contour powders because I'm, like I said, light wash. And when I go into the contour powder, I like to use the edge of the brush. And this is so it really just cups right there on the edge of my contour. And you really just want a little bit of this because you're gonna go in with bronzer to blend that out. And then I'm going to take a large powder brush with a bronzer shade. Doesn't really matter what shade you use. You can use the Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil. You can use the NYX Dark Tan bronzer. You can use whatever bronzer that you have at home. And I'm just going to take something that looks similar to this, and this is the Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil, and I'm just going to blend up from that contour, not blending away the contour, but just blending right there at the edge of where that contour started and just going up. And this is just going to warm up the face. Adding that contour and then that bronzer, it really just makes my cheekbones look lifted, and then when you apply the highlight, it just really ties in everything together. So taking that bronzer on my forehead as well, just blending down, and then right here on my chin. Next, I'm going to do my brows, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade medium brown, and I'm just taking this and filling in my brows how I normally do them, and we'll be right back to get into the eyeshadow. So for my eyelids, I'm just going to set them with the same powder that I used on the rest of my face. You saw when I was blending in my foundation that I applied some on my eyelids, and that's just gonna be my eyeshadow base today because I don't feel like adding another one. So I'm just gonna set all the way up to my brow bone to even set that concealer that I used to clean up my brows. So moving on to eyeshadow, I'm going to first start with Latte from Makeup Geek, and this is just like a really cool toned transition color. It isn't super warm like the shadows I usually work with, and I want to use this just because I'm doing a more of a brown shimmer smoked out liner look, so I want something that isn't too orange, you know. So I'm using this. I'm taking it on one of my more fluffier blending brushes from Sigma. It's still the E40, but it's from their Bunny collection. So it's softer and fluffier. So I'm just blending this into the crease area, as you can see where I'm blending it, and I'm bringing it down into my outer V. It kind of looks very similar to the contour shadow that we applied to our cheeks, the shade we're applying to our crease. So look at it that way, that at this point we're just kind of contouring our eyes. So a shadow that looks very similar to a contour powder. You can even use your contour powder for this. Then I'm going to go in with my Laura Geller long wear eyeliner in the shade dark brown kohl, and it's just a really nice brown color. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it, so it's really good for the holidays. And I'm going to just apply this onto the outer corner of my eye and kind of wing it out. Absolutely does not have to be perfect, because we're going to go in with shadow. And then with my favorite palette, you guessed it, I'm taking this shadow right here. It's called Base. It's starting at where that shadow meets the rest of my lid. Then I'm actually taking that shadow all over the lid as well. And next, I'm going to take this smoked shadow from the Tarteist Pro palette, and we're just going to deepen up this look. I'm going to start at the lash line, pretty much coat the entire lash line. And then I'm going to go in on the lower lash line with that same shadow and connect it to the wing that we have on the top lash line. All right, and then I'm gonna go back in with that same shadow that we used on our lid, and it needs a little bit more to it, so I'm gonna spray my brush with the Mario Badescu facial spray. Now a lot of these shadows don't need that extra spray, but I can actually see on this shadow that is a little less like foiled looking than some of the other shadows in here that I've used already. Add a bit of that spray so it intensifies the color a bit, and I think I'm even gonna add a little bit of glitter to it. For highlight, I'm going in with the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Highlight, a classic. Then I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lashes. These are, I think, Lilly lashes in the style Luxe, but I'll have the style down in the description box. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of a black liquid liner to hide that lash line. And then for my lower lashes, I'm taking the Maybelline Big Shot mascara. This one actually is the collaboration with Shayla, so I think it's in the shade Baddest Black. That's what she says. So I'm pretty sure that's the shade of this. And I'm just applying that down here. All right, and now for the lip color. Okay, this is a holiday look, and I love red lips. Absolutely love red lips, and I don't wear them often enough, so holiday looks is perfect for them. So I'm going to line my lips with MAC Night Moth because I like that ombre effect when I'm using a red lipstick or any lipstick. I use a lip liner that's darker than the lipstick, so I'm using Night Moth from MAC. Alright, and then for the lipstick, I'm using the NYX Liquid Suede, and it's in the shade Kitten Heels. I'm just going to blend this really well into the lip liner. So while that's kind of setting and before I clean up the edges, I'm going to take that dark shadow that I used to smoke out that wing, and I'm just going to take that a little bit into the crease just to add some more drama to the look. I'm going to take Midnight Cowboy Liquid Glitter Liner from Urban Decay, and I'm just going to apply that just a little bit right in this inner corner. And that completes this makeup look. I want to do a small giveaway, so I'm going to actually be giving away this holiday set from NYX. This one right here, Kitten Heels, is the one that I'm actually wearing, so you'll be able to get this one as well as 2 other shades that are in the red family. I think this is a really, really great gift. The rules is you just need to be subscribed to my channel. You also need to give this video a thumbs up and comment below what your plans are for Thanksgiving and Black Friday. And after you comment below, make sure that you fill out the form that will be in the description box. All of what I just said will also be in the description box, so make sure you read everything before you enter. The giveaway will run from today, Thursday, Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, all the way till Sunday, and I will notify the winner on Monday. So good luck, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.